All right, moving over now to our rookie rankings, and Darcy Wilson, Caleb Winslow putting in the season best. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Caleb Winslow. I've been singing his praises since round one, and on the weekend, I reckon he's got some Brownlow votes as well.
Good chance. Kicked that nice goal at the end and kind of made up for one he missed earlier. But yeah, just as we've come to know, just ran all game, did really well against some pretty decent Geelong wingmen, and he just at the G just looks to thrive. Obviously, a bit of a bigger paddock for him, but it's speed, it's kicking, it's what we kind of came to see from him at the Eastern Ranges last year as well, and hence why he was a top 7 pick at the national draft. So yeah, he was fantastic, and like you said, yeah, season best performance for him, and the same can be said for Darcy Wilson. So those two are now 3rd and 4th, both jump up a spot in our rookie rankings, and Wilson 30 and 3. One of just like an X factor effort for the Saints, and among their match winners, they kind of cruised to a win against the Roos, but he really stood tall. And even that big collision with was it George Wardlaw, got up, played on, and saw out the game. So that was a really decent effort from a guy in his first year, and his kilometres and GPS numbers are just off the charts, kind of like what Ollie Hollands was doing at Carlton last year. So those two are the two risers this week. Harley Reid holds his spot in 1. Colby McKercher probably closes that gap as well.
Yep.
In 2nd spot, and I think between those 4, it's probably the shortest gap between the top 4 that we've seen all season now. And then, just below them, obviously Sam Closey just drops a couple spots. Not a terrible game by any means, just the form of the other two was fantastic. And Will Graham probably holds his less touches, but still had 8 tackles. I think he's 2nd in the comp for tackles per game at the moment. For a first-year player, that's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to knock Harley Reid off the top, especially when he's fending off 2 people in the space of 2 seconds. But interesting one. And
a couple of honourable mentions. A few of the mature age guys and a few debutants as well. So Lockie Sullivan was huge after he came on as the sub on Friday night. I think he was among the top 7 best performers from that point onwards in the game. Bruce Revel, a bit of a shout out to him in the Sunday night's Q clash. Just looks so at ease at senior level. Mikelty Lafau, another honourable mention. Obviously, he's been around for 6 games now, I want to say.
Yeah. I really like the look at him.
Yeah, he's he's another one who has really good GPS numbers, and for a guy of his size, to really just be running out the games at a high speed for long.
Yeah.
But also he's kind of, manning that and spearheading that Richmond 4 line at the moment, and did a pretty decent job on Alex Pearce. And then the other one, of course, Kalsha Deer, that's a great story. Probably, the Hawks probably didn't want him debuting in his first year, just want a bit more development, but given the circumstances of selection...
Kicked his first goal as well,
yeah, he kicked a couple, one early, one late, and... he just got rewarded for some good VFL form. I think they'll be rapt with how his debut turned out in a win.
Yep.
So, great scenes for Kelsha.
Beautiful.